All right. What's up, wonderful people? My name's AJ Akpodiete, but you can call me AJ for short, and I'm hopping on here real quick. I literally have like 3 minutes before I have to go do something. Um, but I wanted to share something with you guys. If you've noticed, I've been dropping some short songs, like 1 minute, minute and a half, like visuals and things like that over the last maybe month, maybe 2 months, month and a half, I don't know, every other Friday. And I've been experiencing a lot of growth, but actually, it's the fruit of one choice that I made during quarantine that I think has probably been the most important one. So I want to share with you guys what that is. What's the number one most important choice that I made during quarantine? And it was like this. During June or July, I I had known all year since the beginning of the year that I wanted to get into a small group. I wanted to be around other people that were my age who could hold me accountable, be part of my daily life. So in June or July, I finally made the call to the girl who's in charge of the college ministry at my church, and was like, "Hey, I want to join a small group." And she found a group of creative uh, young guys who were like in their 20s, late 20s, etc. To that were on. It was going to be on a night that I just happened to be free every week, and so I joined this small group, and it was been so beneficial just to go and not be in a space where I feel like I'm required to make things, like I'm not required to speak, I'm not required to lead worship. I can just show up and just bring myself. And I think if you're a creative person, if you're a person who loves leadership, sometimes there's a temptation to always want to be leading, to always want to be doing some kind of service or volunteering. But it's been so great to have that night of the week that I just bring myself. Around the same time, I joined Ruslan's Patreon community because he does music reviews on Fridays. If you don't know who Ruslan is, I'll link his channel in the description. He's a Christian hip hop artist, much like myself, creative entrepreneur. And every Friday he does music reviews. But to get on, you have to either do a one-time super chat or sign up for Patreon. And I was like, well, if I just pay once a month to get my music reviewed every week, that's a good investment, right? But little did I know that what that also came with was not just music reviews on Fridays, but coaching calls on Sundays and miscellaneous calls on other days. And then I started following the other guys who were in there, who were in the Patreon. And when I say guys, it's like dudes and dudettes, not just guys as in male, but guys, people. And following them and looking at their journey, and we all get to grow together. So what's all this say? From that Patreon community, the growth and things that I've learned has helped me to be able to put out music more often and be more creative. Being part of the small group at my church, it's allowed me to grow in my faith a lot and really experience that community and experience God. So what's the number one most important choice that I made during quarantine? I got plugged in. I went small to go big. I joined a small group. And I think it's so valuable for us these days to remember, hey, life can be crazy and whatnot, and there's a temptation to isolate yourself. There's a temptation to feel like you're a victim and think, the world's against me or whatever. But I'd say there's a lot of value if you are willing to make the choice to, instead of isolating, instead of pushing others away, or instead of assuming that you can't have community, but to go and intentionally seek out community. And there might be community that's already structured for you, like a small group at your church, or hey, if you're an artist, Ruslan's Patreon community is kind of fire. But yeah, that's all I wanted to say on here. I'm 2 minutes late for this thing I gotta go do. Hey, what's up? I will see you guys later. I hope you have an absolutely wonderful and amazing day, and remember that you're so loved and so valued.